Let me ask you this. Did you work out with guys when you were in high school? Like as far as like pros and stuff?
Pros, this kind of like a cheat code. Kobe.
Yeah.
It's like, but I was probably 16, 17
Mm.
by that time that started happening.
First of all, that's insane that you were working out Kobe 16, 17. Talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, it always started.
We just skipped over that.
It always, that's why I said it's kind of a cheat code, but
yeah,
it started because he
cheat code.
he always used a hoop. He always used a hoop all the time. Now, obviously, me being from LA kind of just caught on because we used to always have these late night open runs. Then it turned into, a lot of people probably don't remember. I think they stopped it around your class. They used to have like Kobe camp, Steve Nash camp.
Yeah. They probably stopped right after my
Paul Pierce camp. They all had these.
KD had one.
Yeah, position camps.
Yeah.
So by the time that started happening, when he first started, I was always in his position camp.
Yep.
To where,
Got you.
You know what I mean? To where it started from that to where it was like, all right, nah, we gonna do this because I like how you do this. So it just started those last couple summers before I went to college that I just was locked in with him just from the, work ethic that he's seen.
That's lit. How I want you to talk about, because like I said, I love giving people game on here. I think kids nowadays don't understand, like I had CP. You know what I'm saying? One of the best point guards ever to play this game. And when you have access, Kobe Bryant, Chris Paul's, to whoever, take advantage of that.
Take advantage, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're giving, like you just said, it's a cheat code.
Bro, yeah.
We don't want you to go through the same shit that we had to go through, and they can help you just navigate the right way.
Bro. Yeah.
Like, how important is that?
Man, that's everything, man. And that's why I think for me, like, it's big. Like, anybody know when every team I played on, I take in a lot of the guys, wholeheartedly, not on and off the court, just to give them the good, the bad, and the ugly that I went through so they don't make the same mistakes, or they'll be aware or understand how to deal with it. And that's just me going back to my days early on in my career, the guys that helped me, you know what I mean? That to this day that I talk to, like one of my vets was Jared Jack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And shit, I just called Jared Jack last week. After they lost, we sat on the phone, chopped it up for like 45 minutes of just, back and forth. But I still call him like, that's my vet, you know what I mean, for advice. And just chop it up. So for me, a lot of these things go a long, long way. And, I always give a shout out to, somebody that told me something that stuck with me, Michael Redd, that told me something as a rookie that stuck with me. Just, listening to these vets that I looked up to that go a long way, and it's crazy. I see him talking about it on his podcast like a couple of weeks ago, about me telling him about the story what he told me my rookie year, and to look at it a decade and a half later, him bringing that up, still remember.
Both of y'all remember.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
For sure.
That's what it's all about. And the more these young guys do that and understand how valuable that would take you, you'll go a long way,
Because you can't do this by yourself, bro.
No.
It's impossible.
Bro, it's no way. It's nobody. It's nobody who walked through this and navigated through this alone. Nobody.
Listen, your favorite player. Bron don't do this shit by himself.
Yeah.
Jordan didn't do this. Like, nobody does it because it's impossible.
Yeah, you can't.
With everything that comes with it, having those vets, like people can be like, Jared Jack was the problem.
What?
Corey Maggette was a bucket.
Corey Maggette was one of the first dudes who taught me the importance of how to get fouled and get to the free throw line.
Come on, bro.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? And like, everything is very situational in the league. Everything goes into that. And I think, understand, everyone's just trying to help you, because I believe back in the day, everyone was such big rivals.
Yeah.
They're not trying to help each other because they want to keep that upper hand.
Yeah.
Now, everyone's working out together, doing such and such, but we all know what it is when we get on the court.
For sure, yeah.
So it's a little different now. So I think everybody should take advantage of everyone trying to put everybody in the right direction to succeed. And I think
that's all it
dope.
is. On and off the court.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like even going back to like Corey Maggette. I remember being young, working out with him. He drove to the gym in a fancy car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, that shit nice.
Yeah.
You want it? I'm like, what you mean? He said, man, just drive out to the house today and just come get it. Like, what? I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Man, I drove 2 hours in traffic
For sure.
to go get it. But to that point, it taught me a lesson of material things not important.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I did get my first big deal, like I didn't care about
Mm-hmm.
getting nothing or spending $300,000 on a car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I had a vet that just looked at me and said, take it, drive it. You realize like, damn, it's just a car at the end of the day.
It's just a car.
It's just a car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so for me, that go a long way to where by the time I do get paid, I'm not tripping on cars like
then you
that.
can lose your mind with that shit too.
Yeah, you can lose your mind.
You can really
you know
get
what
crazy.
I mean?
It can really get hectic going on there.
Yeah.
USC, you lose to Michigan State, tough.
Yeah.
Tough. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody can't win a national championship.
Yeah.
It's rough. Went there twice. I got one. I say it every pod. You know? I say it every pod. But it's time to go to the league.
Yeah.
It's time. Coach, sayonara. I'm out this bitch. Fight on.
He told me to go.
The best time of the year is conference championship time, and it's time to figure out who's going to be in the finals. Will it be in the Big Apple in New York, or will it be in Minnesota in the Twin City? We don't know. But the one thing you already know, we are sponsored by DraftKings. So that means go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. New customers who bet as little as $5 get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. And you already know, use your $300 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot for an even bigger payout. And if sports betting isn't legal in your state or sports betting isn't your thing, DraftKings still got you with DraftKings Pick 6. Once again, go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. New customers who bet as little as $5 get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. DraftKings, the crown is yours.